Hugo Bros doesn't know about triangle. That's the thing.
This is where
You will see it. You will see
the
it.
problem. You are just praising Hugo Bros for.
I'm not gonna praise him.
For
Never.
for qualifying into the World Cup.
What?
Now Hugo Bros is a villain today. He's no longer a hero.
Strategy is a strategy that is played by Cape Verde. They held Spain. It's
Right.
an attacking
Good.
football,
Right.
great football.
Good.
They have lineup for Real Madrid and Barcelona. Best.
Because you guys, you are saying if this didn't happen, therefore this was supposed to happen.
No.
You are just praising Hugo Bros for.
I'm not gonna praise him.
For for qualifying into the World Cup.
What?
Now Hugo Bros is a villain today. He's no longer a hero.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of EPL Global Reviews, and of course we are looking at the FIFA World Cup 2026, and as you all know that the leagues are all on break and all eyes on the FIFA World Cup. So once again, an honor and a privilege to welcome again Beloved to be with us today, and welcome. And
Yes.
Tamu Gaps is also in the house. So obviously we're going to be reviewing, and there's a lot to talk about, there's a lot to see, there's a lot to look at basically. So how are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're doing good. I am doing good actually.
We are good. We are good.
Yeah.
Forget about the results. Forget about the results. There are more important things to look other than the results. Anyway, hi everyone. We're back to do the World Cup. Very interesting results that we are going to be looking at. And again, I understand at times we do have expectations in terms of certain teams, but the World Cup, as always, will give you surprises. There are teams that look favorite, but they won't go past group stage. But South Africa is also there. I think we're going to discuss that as well.
Yeah, no, maybe let's get straight into it.
Yeah.
Look at South Africa, obviously, because we all South Africans, and obviously they've qualified for the World Cup and they've played their first match, and which we did have a chat about and shared some thoughts and views on the match. And then again came the second match with Czechia, and the results also were
Not favorable.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
they're okay. What are your takes? Let me hear from Beloved. Because I think you were not here, and the other week,
Yeah.
the other time we spoke a lot about it, and
Yeah.
so we're gonna be hearing your views on South Africa as a whole during this tournament.
Yeah.
And how do you think they're doing? And obviously, jump straight into the previous match. And yeah,
I think the coach learned a lesson from the first game, and then
God, he did.
Yeah, he did. His last 10 minutes of the game, when we played with Czechia, he tried to implement some stuff, and I saw beautiful football.
So also,
But that does not guarantee a win for South Africa anymore, because there is this law, hidden law that is there, that says in order for you to qualify, they look head to head. So if South Africa and Czechia, they have the same points head to head, we already lost the game against Czechia. So we chances of qualifying actually.
why? According to the law, because actually my wife sent me something.
Yeah.
Explaining that. So would they have advantage because they scored the first goal?
No,
They
it's
scored first?
it's points. They took 3 points from us.
It was a draw.
It was a draw.
Yeah.
And then they played against Korea.
They lost.
They lost.
They lost.
No, they lost. We
Yeah.
lost,
Yeah.
and then we came on against each
Yeah.
other, and it was a draw.
Yeah.
So we've got 1 point.
Yeah.
So 1-1.
So for what Mexico now,
Yeah.
they are going to play Czechia, and they are playing for nothing.
Good. I think this is where now.
Right.
And there's one thing
Yeah.
that terrified me. It's just something funny. I watched how Koreans train, and it was like these guys, they train like they are in another level.
Yeah, I think this is when things become interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting into what we call permutations.
Yeah.
Right.
Rightfully said, Mexico is already qualified with 6 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mexico, most definitely, the coach of Mexico, I won't field my strong team going to the game against the last game against Czech. Because I do not want to risk some injuries. So which means there are players again that I also want to see performing in the world stage.
Yeah.
Sure.
Therefore,
And also giving new players chance.
Yes, a weaker team that I foresee against Czechia.
Mexico, yeah.
Sure.
Therefore, that might be a draw.
Yeah.
Now, if we come to our own, South Korea against South Africa, the good thing is South Korea already has got 3 points. From the South Korea point of view, there are 3 points. They wish Czechia to play a draw.
Yeah.
Therefore, as much as they'll be coming for a win, South Africa is also going for a win. That makes that game to be very interesting.
But which we are not capable of winning again.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
I think with
South Korea.
with Mexico and Czechia, anything can happen there.
Same as in the game against South Africa and South Korea, anything can happen.
I don't.
Fair enough, but this is the game of football. Anything can happen. As much as we can say,
I have one
we are
question
not
for you.
seeing Bafana winning, but anything can happen. This is the game of football.
Okay, I have one question for you, right?
Yeah.
We played against Mexico,
Right.
And that was a very defensive football we played.
Sure.
And then we played against Czechia,
Right.
We played defensive football. They broke our defense line, and then we started to change. We implemented the attacking football.
Yeah.
What strategy do you think the coach will implement playing against an attacking Korean, because they attack like crazy?
And
Good.
the speed
All right.
is incredible.
Are we going
yeah.
to sit back?
Let me go to the game against Czechia.
Yes.
We consider the first goal in the first 5 minutes.
Yes.
Honestly speaking, not simply because of our defensive approach, but simply because of our defensive failures.
Yes. That
The way we defended in there, wrong defending.
So you would prefer
Wrong defending. It exposed us in terms of the quality that I always talk about when you are at that stage.
so when I would say it would be better if Gudlale 5 at the back.
Not quite. All I'm saying is, as I said before, going to a game against Czechia, I said, we are not going to see Bafana playing for a 5 at the back. We are going to see 4 players
Yes,
at the back. Going to the game against South Korea, you are still going to see 4 at the back. But this is what, let's then dissect in terms of how Czechia scored that goal. If you look at it, that ball was played on the left-hand side. The most unfortunate part of it is that your 2 center backs, they went to the side to defend on the side, leaving Mudau alone in the center back. That's how they scored. You can't find yourselves at that level, your center backs, both of them, they are caught outside the box on the on one side of the field. You cannot at that level.
So according to you, between the Mexico game and the Czechia game, which one was like the defense was perfect?
All right. The first one in terms of the Mexico,
Yeah.
it was, as I said before, this was the strategy for coach to go 5 at the back.
Which failed?
Which failed, fair enough.
Yeah.
I agree. It failed.
Yeah.
But this is how the coach wanted to play. Remember,
Yeah.
as a coach, you have what? Strategy.
Yes.
And your strategy, where do you practice it? At training.
Yeah.
Then you implement it where?
Yeah.
In the chip.
Yeah.
So what was that? Strategy.
Failed.
Fine, failed. Strategy. But because the good thing for me is come up with what?
Failed.
No. Come up with what?
Failed strategy.
No. Come up with a strategy.
Yes.
Yes.
That will fail.
That failed. So we have
Strategies will fail, strategies will pass. That is why you won't be able to
we
win
have
all of
2
your games.
strategies which we failed.
Fair enough. That's what we say. Strategies will fail.
Yes.
But the good thing is, as a coach, what do you see? I need to come up with a strategy for this game. I need to come up with a strategy for this game. At the end of the day, results are that you win, you lose.
Are you aware that we are where we are with 1 point? We don't have a goal and open field.
Fair enough.
It's
Fair
a
enough.
penalty,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And are you
Yes.
aware that we have red cards and Mkwena won't be available?
I
He's
know.
a defensive, he won't be available.
I know and understand that.
Are you aware that we won't play defensive football on that game because we don't have defensive midfield? We don't have good creators.
No. Let's remember. Let's remember. You may not have good defensive midfielders.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's a matter of you as a coach. In a case like this, how do I want to approach the game? How do I want to approach the game? Because let me make a scenario for you. Is Sitole not coming back? I think Sitole is coming back.
Who?
Sitole.
Stole is coming back, yeah. Which was his mistake.
Sure.
Yeah.
In terms of defensive midfielders, I can have Sitole, I can have Utalende, but I'm still okay. Yes. The reason why you are not in agreement is because you are saying you do not have good quality in here, which is good, which is fine.
Why,
but those players are your defensive midfielders.
You know why I'm saying?
Yeah.
The greatest loss is losing Mkwena. Why? Because he is good at attacking
Sure.
and good at defensive.
Sure,
His
sure.
energy will be
I fully agree.
fully missed,
I fully agree.
and we need it.
That is why I'm saying as a
Against
coach.
Korea.
That is why I'm saying as a
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah, as a coach.
What is your responsibility as a coach?
You can come with
Thank you.
the strategy you're talking
Thank you.
about. They failed.
Thank
Both
you.
of them, they failed.
That is why I'm saying.
South Africa has
as
no goal.
Sure. That is why I'm saying. As a coach, your responsibility is to analyze the teams, your opposition, analyze your team in terms of your strengths and your weaknesses, and then come up with what? Strategy.
When we talk about strategy, I'm not moving on. When we talk about strategy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Strategy is a strategy that is played by Cape Verde. They held Spain. It's
Right.
an attacking
Okay.
football,
Right.
great football.
Good.
They have lineup for Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Yeah.
Best
Crazy.
best in Europe.
Good.
And the strategy, it worked.
Work.
They played another game.
Yeah.
Use a strategy. That's what we
Yes.
call a strategy.
And I think it was
You
very
see-
relevant.
And they managed to score 2 goals, open goals. It's a strategy. When you look at the two, I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
When you look at the two, the first one was, guys, let's hold them. And
Absolutely.
let's hold them, they won't score. Rodri was there.
Sure.
Lamine Yamal was there. Everyone
Good.
was there.
Yes.
They failed, right?
Yes.
Now they are playing against another team. Guys, we are not holding them. We are going to score.
Yeah.
We are attacking. Do
So
you
at least
see
we
that
get 1 point from now
and get 3 points for?
Aiming
Do you
3
see
points.
that with South Africa, because they don't have a goal?
That is why I always put in the quality factor.
Which strategy you will
That
use?
is
You
what-
are talking about strategy. I understand.
Yes.
Which strategy are you talking about? Because both of the strategies are failures.
All right. Let me give you my strategy. I'll play a 4 at the back, a two central
Yeah.
midfielders.
Yes.
I will play with Urenat up
Yes.
front.
Yeah.
All right? I don't mind whether I will play with the Apolis. I don't mind whether you put in Maseko
Yeah.
or you putting in this guy that plays for Wing Pirates.
Mgwen.
No, no. Right, whoever.
Okay.
Right. This is how I'm going.
Apolis.
No. Apolis. I will play Apolis.
Yeah.
This is how I will approach this game.
Yeah.
Because I know and understand, as I always say, if you look at the World Cup, your first half is always different to your second half.
Majority of the time.
Why? This is what happens in a game of soccer. Your first half, your game simply because you are still fresh. There is a lot of ground and space to cover. That is why you find that your space is not much visible in terms of your first half. Your second half comes in when your players are a bit tired in terms of the space that needs to be covered. it is no longer as covered as before in the first half because at that time your legs were fresh. That is why now I'm saying, if I'm starting with this guy is Sundowns,
Yes.
because I'm relying on what? I'm relying on the speed. I understand Korea will also be coming at me.
Very.
Therefore, what must I then do is that I need to have Reynard up front so that when I play those balls in terms of me getting them from defending, I'm able to play those long balls trying to target Ulukuzan or Reynard for him using his pace. My second half then will become a bit different because the spaces in between now is more, meaning the legs are tired. That's when now I come in and put in Urele Mofokeng, and I'm also putting in P.E. to Masego or Utsapang Moremi on the other side, where I need to utilize ama wings in terms of speed. But as the game progresses, then I will take out Reynard, looking at how Korea is attacking. Then I begin to look at Mahopa in terms of now, if I go in and I get those crosses, because Mahopa now is good in the air. That is why I'm saying, at the end of the day, as a coach, you need to come up with a game plan.
But you can come up with a game plan, right? I'm not wasting time on this one. You can come up with a game plan. It depends to the mentality of a player. So what I've seen is with South Africa, right? The coach he implements his game plan, which is not working with South Africa. It's not how South African football plays. I want to take you back with check your game, right? The last 10 minutes, he was not in control of the team.
Right.
He put the players, they were free-spirited. And then we have seen beautiful football for the first time.
Good.
And he was not in control. He was not using a strategy. The players just went there just to play football.
That's where I differ with you.
Okay, let's differ.
That's where I differ with you.
Yes.
Let's look in terms of how South Africa played in terms of that in terms of that game.
Yes.
You then begin to see who coach making a substitution, putting in Urele Mofokeng.
Yes.
When you put in Urele and you begin to say to Urele, you know, I want you to play between the lines. Therefore, the defense and their midfielders play in that space.
Yes. Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, not every player can do that. There are players that are capable of doing that. There are players that are not capable of that. Now, as a coach, if you begin to see that that space now in between is now available, who then do begin to say, okay, Rele is the person now who can begin to exploit the space. As a coach, it's a decision I'm making. So let us not take credit away from Bruce for making that a decision. That's number one. Number two, begin to say, okay, let me put in Mahopa here. Why am I putting in Mahopa? Number one, Mahopa is a chaser in terms of when you are starting your ball at in your defense. Mahopa is a chaser. That's number one. So which means, as we always say, your best form of defending is that you start defending right from the front. So these are tactical abilities that your coach will implement. But simply because Tina, at times, we don't look, we look at the results and then begin to say, no, it didn't hurt right.
You know,
so this is why I'm saying, in these cases for me, those substitutions.
Yeah. You know, Simpiwe, I'm saying this because as a player, right, I used to play, before playing number 3, I used to play as a striker. I flopped very well. I don't want to lie.
Thank you for
because of my stature and everything, they thought I'm good. Yes, I'm good at passes and everything, right? I knew, I used to complain to the coach, I'm a defender. But he says, I want to put you there because you can square and score with your head and everything. It's fine. There was another guy who was playing number 3. And we were losing at that time. We were losing 2-0. The coach just implemented his strategy and it was failing. I said to that guy, number 3, man, go, I will cover you. And I went to defend. Everything changed. We were free-spirited. He was shouting at our changes and everything. We took the central guy. I said, go and play in the middle, number 6. He was bullying everyone. And then we started playing beautiful football. He took the credit. We won 4-2. He took the credit, but it was not his strategy because it was not working. So I'm saying what I saw with 10 minutes of that game, I saw skill from Mofokeng.
Yeah.
It's not from the coach. The coach, he wants you to play a forward football and a backward straight line football.
Yeah.
The skills, everything passes and everything. It's you see the connection, how they connected. They were connecting because they know each other.
All right.
And he was surprised to get that goal. He was surprised.
All right.
He will take the credit, but he was surprised as a coach.
Let me come in, guys. Let me come in so that I can be able to clarify this thing. There is something that you call tactics,
Yeah.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
There is something that you call formation,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
Your formation, be it you're playing a 4-4-2, a 3-5-1, a 7-2-1, will never win you games. Let us be honest.
It does help you.
Your formation, it tells us your structure. Who's playing where?
It's up to you.
That's it. Then, we then begin to get into what we call the flesh in terms of your tactic, your formation. What forms the flesh in terms of your formation? There's something in coaching that we call TIC, T-I-C.
Yeah.
One, tactical ability of a player. Two, the insight of a player. Three, the communication of a player in terms of the communication. Therefore, as a coach, I need to understand the technical abilities of my players. Therefore, when the spaces are open in terms of me going forward, I need to understand really in terms of technical abilities, the one who can fit in there. I cannot put in another player in terms of that. Therefore, really becomes the person. Therefore, I understand, as a coach, I understand what? Technical abilities of my players. That's number one. Number two, you can have your formation, you can get your players that you want, but at the end of the day, what makes other players cut the line in terms of being part of the squad? We had a pool of players in South Africa. Some of them, they were not even chosen. Why did you choose these ones? I chose these ones because that's number one. The other thing that you need to have in terms of your players, do you have players that have got insight?
Sure.
Because that is what is important, because these are the flashes that you're talking about when you are saying, at the time we made these changes, therefore, we then begin to make things happen. Because it is not always about tactics. That is why I also need players who has got what? Insight. So which means in that particular case, I'm able to say, you coming in here, you are therefore exploiting that space.
Sure.
In terms of how you do it at times, as a coach, I cannot tell you, beat that one. It's you coming out from you in terms of how you express yourself, how you see the situation, how you exploit the situation. So what I'm trying to say here is, at the end of the day, it's all about a coach making certain decisions simply because of what the type of the players that he picked. But at the end of the day, it does not necessarily mean that you can come up with a good strategy and win the game. At times, the dynamics in terms of the soccer, in terms of the game itself, there are teams that come up with good strategies only to find themselves getting a red card.
Simple. I understand his strategy, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, that was not a strategy, it was a relationship. There's two different between a strategy of 4-4-2 and a relationship with the players, how we play while we are practicing.
Sure.
So I have a relationship with you. I understand you, how you move. The passes of Mofokeng, the way Mokoena went inside, you saw an alive football of South Africa.
Brilliant.
That's relationship. I know how he moves. I know if I can back pass, he will catch the ball.
You will catch the ball, yeah.
It's not like
But he
going to
understands
this
my movements as well.
Yes, the coach can put as long as he's there. And the coach was not playing him because he doesn't understand the rhythm of the players, the connection, the relationship. I know that when I need Simpiwe, I know this pass, even if I can pass it like this, I will find it because I know his speed and everything.
Yeah.
You can tell me to cover the spaces, but that's not how I'm seeing the game inside. Because it's one thing to look at the game as a spectator or as a coach. It's another thing to be in that football. I remember playing as a defender, right? I went to a game. We were winning, and they said go in the middle and play the football. When I went inside, the energy, it's like I was seeing flame. The energy of the game is different with the energy that I saw while I was sitting down. I had a plan that I will just do this and do that. But when I get in, their energy is different. And they're not tired. They are sinking, they're using their energy and everything. Sure. But as a player, I know that if I can pass him like that, I know him, he understand. If I trap it like this, he know that we are going. If I just do this, he knows where I am. So this is a relationship to a practice. It's not a strategy of 4-4-2, 4-4-3. It's players deciding what to do and how to do it at that time. And South Africa, 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes, coach was not in control.
All right.
That was beautiful relationship.
This is, he's putting it as a relationship. In practice, we call it combination plays.
That's a relationship.
That's what I'm saying. He's calling it relationship. In practice, we call it combination plays. Because it's what we do when we're practicing. Because why are we all here when we're not trying to create combinations?
Yeah.
That is what I'm saying. He's calling
but you cannot force a combination.
Remember, these things are practiced in the field of play. I'm telling you.
That one I beg to differ. I'm using your word. I beg to differ.
I'm telling you. There is in coaching. You need to create combination.
Okay.
That is why. That is why in coaching.
Can I ask you a question as a coach?
Please do.
When do you set up your lineup? When do you set a lineup as a coach?
In training.
In training, right?
But
you put them together and said, this is the scheme that will play Saturday, right?
Yes.
So you said, go and play, make a combination, right?
No. You don't say make a combination.
This is the 11, your 11 that will play on Saturday.
Good.
You put them together, right?
Right.
That's your strategy, right? So the 11 that played first half and they played 30 minutes, they're practicing together, practicing for the game.
Sure. Yeah.
They adds up. It's a relationship. It was like we are losing here. We don't have enough players. Let's put this one who was not practicing with the 11 that was playing on the first half.
All right.
So what happens is the mentality of a relationship. To say, I know Mahopa, I know this one, I know this one. We practice together. I covered you. I know. DJ Mangzokov.
All right.
That's not coach. It's a player.
Relationship. This is what I'm saying. I'm fine with you using the word relationship, but in soccer, we call combination plays. Let's go to practice.
Okay.
In your practice, there are things that we call triangles. You don't just make a triangle in a game of soccer. You have to practice them.
Triangle is simple.
Number two. No.
Right?
Let me finish. Let me finish.
It has nothing to do with that.
That is what
triangle is. I know what triangle is.
That is why I'm saying in soccer.
Yeah.
Because your triangles are saying, if I'm in possession, how many options do I have? Minimum 2.
Okay.
Because let's remember a game of soccer. There is this thing that you call ball rotation today. We didn't have it. Ball rotation, you studied that back. Why do you rotate the ball? Number one, you're rotating the ball to find the space and to find an unmarked player.
Yeah.
You don't just rotate the ball for the sake of rotating the ball. Yeah. That is why you see the ball moving this side. We take it to the center defense. We take it to that side. We're not just doing it for fun. We're trying to locate and identify an available player.
Yeah.
Then when we pass the ball to an available player, what are you expecting as a coach? In order for this ball to be a pass somewhere, I need options. That is why we begin to talk about triangles. Because you need to have a player on this side and a player on that side. If you've got more than 2 supponents, that's number one. Number 2, let's go to this thing that he's talking about relationship in terms of how we play. Yeah. That is why I'm saying these are combination plays. Because what are you doing? You just want to foster an understanding among your players. It's there in your practice. Because you cannot just foster your understanding on the field of play. That is why I always say amateur is totally different from your professional. Your amateur, your problem in terms of your amateur, you come on Sunday, you've got 11 players, 3 of them, there were 4 or 5 of them, they were not even at training that week. But you come to professional. We play these things. Let me make an example going back to Manchester City at one time, when there was Fernandinho in the team.
Yeah.
I started to play Pep in terms of that one. We used to have Mendy on the left-hand side. He used to have Walker on the right-hand side. He used to have Mahrez on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
When Pep was attacking, he will attack Walker, will not attack on the line. Walker will attack on the inside as if he's number 8, just on the center of it, or should I say at the edge of the big penalty point of the opposition. Mahrez, because he knew it and he understood the skills of Mahrez in terms of that's a winger. That is why you wouldn't see at that time. You wouldn't see Walker running across the line, or should I say the wing. But you will see Mendy running across the wing. Therefore, if we win, if we lose a possession, because where's Mendy? Push forward. Where's Walker? Push forward. Who was able to come and cover in terms of the balls that are played on these channels? Fernandinho. You practice these things in training. You don't just do these things haphazardly. Then let's come to Arsenal. I'm good. He's a supporter of Arsenal.
But
let me tell you the things that.
But we are losing our movement here. We are going to Premier League, right? This is what I'm saying. Yeah, we are losing it now. We are going to Premier League and we are going back. And I think what he's doing,
we
right?
Are not.
He is running away.
We are not
from the conversation and using big words.
No.
I've been listening to him. I gave him chance to speak. You know why? I gave you a chance to speak. You know why? Triangle. In simplicity, you know what is triangle? Triangle in simplicity is tiki-taki. Let me tell you something.
No.
You have. Listen. You have when you mark the player, right?
No.
You mark the player. You close the player. Okay. That's not a formation. When you are winning the ball, you open the ball. But in triangle, you give the players. You close the spaces so that the player cannot see. Because as a player, when you are in the field, you don't see the faces. You see the jerseys. You see everything. You don't because it's quick. So the triangle closes the space where you see people cluttering you in triangle. And then you win the ball and then you open up. That's why the triangle is made as a defense and as an attacking. You don't use the triangle. You move forward, right? So we are going to Premier League. I don't want to go there. South Africa, they don't use triangle. They don't.
No.
They know nothing about triangle.
They are.
Okay, let's give them a chance. Where do you think that comes to
all I'm trying to explain here is these things are done at training.
Hugo Broos doesn't know about triangle. That's the thing.
This is where
you will see it. You will see
the problem. This is where we've got a problem. This is where we've got a problem.
I haven't had a chance to.
Yes, you can speak.
This is where we've got a problem.
My views on on the South Africa.
Yes.
That's what initially we were doing. Giving us 10-minute matches.
Thank you.
So we can move on to other matches. But for me, I think if this is going to sound controversial as well, or it will bring arguments, but I think if Bruce played the same formation in the same way, within Mexico, we would have had different results. Or if it wouldn't have different results, we would have managed to get a goal, or something. Because for me, the same formation he played with Sheikha was good enough to hold the Mexico we played. Because if we are fair, the assumptions and the thoughts prior to the game, we expected crazy Mexico, and they were not. They were Mexico, and it was
the team that we were expecting to beat. It beat us. It's Korea.
Yeah, yeah. No, that one.
It's that one we're expecting for the worst.
Yeah, simply because you guys, you are saying if this didn't happen, therefore this was supposed to happen.
No.
That's not what we said.
Baba,
but we're also looking at how
you're using Baba.
You know, guys.
Except a view. It's a view. Accept a view.
That is why.
You don't have to debate anything, any view.
I have to.
Accept it. No,
I have to. I have to.
Do you have to? No.
Here's another thing.
Here's
another thing.
Allow other people. It's a strategy. Allow other strategies.
Allow me to look at things from the coaching perspective.
But as a player, I'm a player.
Yes.
I'm looking at it as a player.
The reason how we review the game is because you are looking at a different perspective.
Yes.
I'm looking at a different perspective.
Yes.
So when we come together, you bring your view, I bring my view, and that's how analytics works. Because we're analyzing the game.
That is why.
In terms of
And the coach
is
now
why-
is hoping for the best, but expecting the worst because now this is your boss. There's no strategy.
That is why.
First game he was sitting and doing nothing because there's no strategy.
Guys,
There is nothing.
I disagree.
You will disagree because you want to debate, but you don't accept the view.
Guys, for the fact that you Bruce fielded 5 players, it means he thought about it. He
thought about what?
He implemented it.
No.
Whether it failed or not, it was implemented. That's it.
Time.
Implement what?
Time.
5 at the back.
5 at the back.
Yes.
It's a typical failure.
But fair enough, it failed, but he implemented it.
Here's where
That's the strategy failing.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's what you're accepting. That strategy is a failure.
That is why I'm saying to you.
Yes, ma'am.
At the end of the day, a coach has to come up with what?
Failing strategy.
No, wait.
Whether failing or passing, but
He will fail and you
All right,
still
okay.
failing.
Hold on, let me hear from you.
Here's where we see things different.
Yeah.
And it's the beauty of football and analytics.
Sure.
Because here's my thing.
Yeah.
I was happy to see Bruce more engaging with Czechia than he was with Mexico.
He can't engage. He doesn't have a strategy.
For me, that first half was absolutely crap. You sit there, you watch the game, and you spin the water, and that's all. But you see the second match, you see more engagement, you see more communication, you see more things change because the strategy will not always work. Sometimes
Strategy, it's a bad word.
It's terrible. It's bad.
Okay,
it's
let
bad.
me ask
to sit and do nothing.
let me ask this
is
question.
Absolutely useless because.
Let me ask this question.
What is happening?
All right.
Obviously, you're gonna get a red card and
Let me ask this question.
Out of control.
Let me ask this question.
Because there was a strategy, but not engagement.
Let me ask this
no
question.
reading of the game.
Let me
and how
ask this
things were
question.
going.
Let me ask this question. Today you're in the World Cup.
Yes, you're gonna say because of him. Yes, but it's terrible. This thing is terrible. We want to fight.
Simplicity.
We're not there for the flights and everything. We want to fight and give it our best.
To close it, right?
Absolutely.
You saw the players. You saw the players on national anthem.
And then what?
You saw the players on national anthem when we were singing.
I'm not gonna waste my life.
You saw the players on national anthem when we were singing an anthem. Emotions to say we want to win. But the coach is failing. We want to win it, but the coach is failing. That guy is an epic failure.
Guys, no. For me, no. That guy was
Simply because you are not seeing.
He's behaving like he knows. That doesn't work.
Simply because. Yeah, just yesterday. Because.
But what happens? Guys,
Let me ask this question. Since when have you been to World Cup?
Read.
When was the last time you were in World Cup? What year?
Simple. Here's the funny thing, right? Here's the funny thing.
2014.
How did we qualify? We're playing against Lesotho, which they never played against anything. We're playing against Mozambique, which they flop.
So we were lucky.
We were playing against Lesotho and Mozambique. We were supposed to qualify.
Was there no Nigeria in there?
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Where are they? They're in a World Cup or not?
You beat them. They didn't qualify.
They played playoffs. They did qualify.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigeria is falling apart.
You beat them.
No, because they're falling apart.
Give Bruce a credit. You beat them. Give Bruce.
Even Rolando would have won that with his strategies.
Bruce, guys, he made you qualify for it.
Never the players.
Guys, here's another thing. Let's look at Thomas Tuchel.
Good.
He was coaching Chelsea at the time.
Yeah.
He won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Not the World Cup, sorry,
Yeah,
FIFA World Cup.
Champions League.
Yeah.
No,
Champions League, yeah.
The final where they were playing City. He won them. What happens the next season? They fired him.
Sure.
Why? Because yes, you get us where we are. You qualified us. Yes, that's good. But we still expect results.
Yes.
We don't expect you to sit and do nothing.
Yes.
Good.
So for me, that loyalty thing, it doesn't work because we must at least. The thing is for me, I must at least see you try. I must at least see you getting frustrated. And for me, I beg to differ with this thing of we set a strategy at practice, and then when in game time, I sit back and relax. It doesn't work.
Close it.
How much information? Do you know that at times in a stadium with 80 players, even players on the field, they cannot even hear the whistle? No. I'm being serious.
Did you watch Mexico against South Africa?
They cannot even hear the whistle.
Did you watch Mexico
I
against
saw-
South Africa?
I saw that game.
Where was the coach of Mexico?
I don't know.
He
Where
was on
it?
the line. They were winning. Throwing,
Good.
telling the player go back.
Thank you.
He was
Thank you.
sitting there like he's like.
All right, good.
He's
Now-
visiting them.
Now I understand
No,
you.
but he, no, he,
So which means
No, I know you're going. Let me clarify what Beloved is saying. The thing with the communication and the engagement, it does not necessarily mean you must be loud enough, louder than the crowd. When I'm playing, typical example, when I'm playing or doing something, whatever, because Beloved knows my voice, and he's able to play, and he can see I'm on the touchline. He's able to play. He's able to look at me, and we can communicate during that. That engagement it has nothing to do with the crowd and everything.
Simpiwe, I have an example for you, right? This is a good example.
But engagement
You remember
used to be
when
there.
Arsenal was playing Liverpool, right?
Right.
We were winning the game, right? And then Klopp, Arteta said something to Klopp, right? And then he wanted to fight against Klopp. And then they push each other.
Yeah.
The crowd changed. The players of Liverpool changed. I saw a ghost playing. And Arsenal, they were like spectators. You remember, Klopp told Mo Salah to frustrate everything. Mane was like crazy because of the attitude of who? The coach. And then Klopp was there waiting for us. You know what happened? We lost the game like we have never practiced ever, but lost the thing.
All right, let's calm down. All right, let's calm down. Let's calm down.
Okay.
Number one.
Here's where we are.
Let me end. Number one,
You got 10 seconds.
as we always say,
Go.
soccer is a game of opinion.
100%.
We're all opinionated. We are all opinionated.
Which
That's
also
number one.
includes a lot of facts.
Good. Therefore, same thing. Coaches will also have what? Opinion in terms of how to get into the game.
Absolutely.
You agree?
Yes.
Guys, thank you very much. Please do engage with us. Let us know your thoughts, comments. If you're South African and you're watching this, let us know your thoughts. Kuzokwenzakala in South Korea. It's going down, so few days, and then we're gonna know where we stand, and then maybe this team on this table will get to look at World Cup overall.
No, Cape
That's
Verde
South
here
Africa.
too. We are supporting Cape Verde now.
So that is all from us. Predictions: South Africa versus South Korea.
3-0.
3-0.
South Africa will lose.
It's his plan. It's his thoughts.
Yeah.
I've got a crazy one. 1-0 South Africa.
That's your strategy.
1-0 South Africa. We're going to qualify. We're going to qualify.
Guys, I think South Korea is going to win.